Michael Hernandez here, MLH Media, and we're over here at Dethrone Mixed Martial Arts over here in beautiful Fresno, California. And I'm here alongside one part of making that beautiful Central Valley its own thing, man. Mr. Stilmatik, Jose Avalos.
Sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Just finished up some quick training session and here at the gym to teach the kids.
Hey, yeah, it looks like you guys got the mats all cleaned up here. I mean, obviously, thank you very much for inviting me over here and obviously always showing a lot of love and hospitality.
Yes, sir.
But let's talk about this upcoming fight, man. July 26th, Tachi Palace, a familiar place to you, very, very familiar to you.
Yeah.
How does it feel to get to return back there, man?
Well, it's been a year and a half. It's a great opportunity and a blessing to be back after a year and a half of being laid off an injury. It was a dark place to be, and I'm just grateful to be back.
Speaking a little bit about that injury, because I know for the fight fans at home that don't know that what kind of you were dealing with a little bit of knee issues, I believe there, correct? And
Yes.
having to kind of fight back through that, can you detail that? And I mean, fighters go through trials and tribulations all the time, but you dealt with some that were unlike no other.
Yeah, man, I've been doing this consistently for a lot of years, and finally something happened where I was having to be on the sideline for a year and a half, and it was a dark place to be. I would just say I was too in touch with the fighter side of me, and I wasn't in touch with the person I am aside from fighting. So this made me open my eyes to that I got to take care of myself, Alejandro, and separate Stilmatik, the fighter. And so this is something that I had to go through in order to experience and be able to bring that to the next fighters generation, be able to let them know, hey, make sure you take care of yourself outside. This isn't your only life. This is an opportunity. This isn't a career. And I took it like a career. And that was the bad side. I didn't know what to do when I was on the couch. I didn't know where to even start because I was so used to just getting up and going to the gym, training for a fight, training for a jiu-jitsu tournament, that it was just like a cold turkey stop. It was my body, my mind, nothing like that, you know?
What were some of the things that you kind of did to, because I mean, having to come back from that, you obviously have to do some things when you're injured to kind of get your mind away from that. I know you picked up some hobbies in the meantime. What were some things that you kind of did that maybe the fight fans wouldn't expect, man? Because you got a plethora of hobbies, man.
Yeah, I've been sewing.
Yeah.
Like I've been sewing, stitching more of my sweat towels and bandanas. Also been I decided to jump more into the Bible because I felt like I stayed away from God, and in a way he did this to bring me closer back to him. And so I've been like working on music and just like making music in his glory and just stuff on the side.
Getting back to the roots in a way, right?
Yeah. Things that I would do before fighting.
No, I'm any chance we'll see the breakdancing come back? I know you,
Yeah.
you know, may see the box come
Once
back
I get
soon.
that win, I'm gonna do my handstand leg touch. It's gonna be cool.
Speaking a little bit about that upcoming fight here on July 26th at Tachi for LFA. You originally were going to be taking on Shane Torres over there. I believe that matchup is scratched due to an injury. Now you're going to be taking on a new opponent. Did you kind of want to let the fans? I don't believe it's been announced yet, so you'd be the first guy kind of breaking over there.
Yeah. Man, it's been a while. I'm usually on the main card, and in this case, I'm in the preliminary card. I should probably be the first one up. So, in my mind, I'm already getting ready for get in there and switch the switch and get in that fight mode. And I'm fighting this guy named Corvin Allen from San Bernardino. Don't know much about him before his record. He's 6-3, and he's an MMA fighter professionally, right? He wouldn't be here if he didn't believe in himself, and I wouldn't be signing that contract if I didn't believe in myself.
And
it's gonna be a fight.
When you're a fighter and you're taking these fights on the short notice, especially for someone like yourself, where you had a situation where you're coming back from an injury, this is coming back to a home area, is that a little bit difficult when you kind of get that news like, hey man, this guy's not going to be able to make the day? Can you kind of walk through? Because I believe a lot of fans at home, they know fights drop out, things happen, but I mean, take us through the shoes of Mr. Stilmatik Avalos when that news happened.
Well, if this fight wouldn't have happened when I got that news that the other opponent dropped out 2 weeks before the fight, I was at least I am at my max preparation, right? I'm ready for next month. I'm ready for the following month. So if it didn't happen in July, it would have happened August. If it didn't happen in August, it would have been September. But either way, anything past this would have just been beneficial. It wouldn't have been detrimental.
And what's next for you after this, possibly? I know that you're a little healed up now. You want to obviously stay active. You haven't really been competing in too many jiu-jitsu tournaments, been leading into focusing into this bout. Is there a chance that we kind of see Stilmatik before the end of 2025 by chance, if you're able to pull off a win, even if the cards do not go your way? I know you do still want to stay active, right?
Yes, I did Jiu-Jitsu World League Worlds. I did Jiu-Jitsu Worlds in the gi. And then I jumped into this fight. After this fight, I'm looking to get in there and get it done quick and jump on the next card, which will probably be September, and I got a tournament, an IBJJF Long Beach in August. So right after this fight, like a week or two later, I'm competing back in the gi.
And speaking a little bit about getting to compete in the gi, and I mean, obviously, you're a part of a pretty good jiu-jitsu lineage over here
Yeah.
with Smash Jitsu, Mike Moreno, Alexander Ribeiro, and Six Blades. How has that been to kind of be a brown belt now? It almost eclipsing into that black belt. You and your brother now. I mean, obviously, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up Christian. You guys have a very kind of close bond. How has that been now, climbing the ranks, now almost at the black belt, man?
I don't know, fourth degree brown belt. It happens so fast. You know, it holds a lot of weight. You know, sometimes I don't feel like I'm there, you know, but I am when I go compete and I win and I beat these guys and I'm like, damn, I'm competing versus brown belts. This is not something light, you know, but I guess I am there. It's just things happen so fast and you pick up on techniques and they stick to you and it just happens so fast. You know, I'm already out of black. It could happen at the end of the year or next year, you know, and it's just when you become a black belt, you officially know how to do jiu-jitsu. You can survive now. You can attack. You know, you can defend.
Yeah, and speaking a little bit about your brother over there, I mean, obviously A1 Combat a lightweight champion. I know you were speaking a little bit earlier, not going to be in the corner for this one, but kind of speak about that bond a little bit, man, because anybody that's shared a room with you two knows how close you guys are. I mean, you guys are, it's almost like you guys see each other's sights and thoughts in each other's minds, man. You guys are so close. Can you kind of detail that relationship, especially leading up into this fight? Because I know like how you've been stating this whole entire interview, it definitely was a little bit of a different camp in the lead up to this one, right?
Yeah, different camp. I just been around my brother lately. He's been defending his belt. He defended like 4 times in a row already. I just been around him and around his camp, being supportive, doing the background stuff, like, you know, if I have to print posters or shoot a highlight video or just in the background, just helping him out mentally and just being here and being a leader. Same thing, you know, it's kind of like you are who you hang around with, and me and him would basically live right next to each other. We're if not in the same room, you know, and so we kind of rub shoulders. If he wants to play his game, I'd get up and go run, and like just what he's seen was kind of what he did. And so now that he broke his shell and became more of an adult and has to do things, he only knows one thing. And that's what he's seen, you know, that's what he's seen. And yeah, he's doing great things. I see him in here. We grind together every once in a while. If you got to see us shake gloves and spar, you know, it's a blessing. Not a lot of people see that.
Definitely is a blessing to go ahead and watch you two go at it a little bit. And I mean, obviously, you guys are both on the steps to some pretty big paths in your own career as well. Mm-hmm. Can you kind of get to speak to I mean, you've gotten to coach over here, you've gotten to be in your brother's corner, you've really gotten to be a big voice to a lot of the fighters coming up over here at Dethrone. Mm-hmm. What has that meant for you to, I mean, being the coach, being the corner, but also kind of being the corner for your brother throughout this career? I mean, I know that everybody always wants to be in the star, be in the lights, man, but you've definitely helped a lot of people get to that point as well.
Just basically shut up and just grind, you know, do it the best thing you could do. Anybody talks, everybody could talk, anybody can type and stuff, but the best thing is just action. You know, what they see, they know where to find me. You know, I'm in here. I'm in here, and you can find me from 4 to 8:30 here. You know, so it's just action, being here every day. And even though my leg was messed up, I was still able to be around and be helpful. You know, just try to fulfill that void in my heart, just to give and give and give. And so I go around just helping the people who needed my help and being in their corners and not asking for a dime, just going out there and just trying to be part of their success and just staying quiet, you know, like sometimes I don't need to say much. It's just me being around them, just the aura of another warrior. It helps them, just it helps them in the battlefield.
Helps to know that they're not alone in that setting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an active one, you know, because like my coaches are already done. Obviously, I love them in my corner. They make me feel like they're like my dad, you know, like my older brothers. Like, yeah. You know, and I feel like somebody like who's almost cousin. The same age. Yeah, like the cool cousin, someone that's almost the same age as your other of your training partners is kind of what they get me on their corner. If they ask for me to be on their corner, I'll be on their corner. If not, if they have their things set up, then I'll just mind my own business, you know?
100%. A man that lets lead and lets go. A guy that is going to be fighting over there July 26th for LFA at Tachi Palace. Any words that you want to close off with? I know a ton of people help you in the lead up to your bouts, obviously. Family, friends, supporters. I know you got Stilmatik TV going, man. Anybody that you want to thank?
I want to thank my sponsor, Brown Legal and Fiesta Insurance. You know, if it wasn't for them, you know, putting some money in my pocket, I wouldn't be able to get my medicals done. I wouldn't be able to survive the last month of paying my bills to get here and feel as confident as I feel for this fight, you know? So, yeah, I wanted to thank them. and my coaches for every day picking up the pads and, you know, taking that damage on the wrist every day. I know I don't hit light. I've been hitting for years, and just for my brother as well. He's a hard hitter, and you guys just hold pads for us, and we're just thankful. You know, just.
A man that is truly blessed over here in Clovis, California, but hailing from the Big P over there in Par. Lear going to be taking on Corvin Allen. Jose Stilmatik Avalos, always a great pleasure again to speak to you, my brother.
Let's go.
Michael Hernandez, MLH Media, Stilmatik Avalos, aka Stilmatik TV, signing out.
Let's go.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for your time, man.